I have 12 hours to put together an amazing home theater room with only 6 items that I can find on Amazon. My budget? $4,000. And if I fail, I'm sleeping in the doghouse. Let's go shopping. Alrighty, the first item we need is a luxurious floating shelf to go under our 85-inch Sony TV. We also need plenty of storage because this looks like shit. This floating shelf should do the trick, and it should hide all of our wires and will hold all of our gadgets. And the drawers are a nice touch. However, assembling this luxurious floating shelf and then mounting it might ruin my 12-hour challenge. But we'll see. Add to the cart, bam. The second item we need is to upgrade our TV sound with the soundbar. This Sony TV's picture quality is incredible, but the sound is a little flat. This Samsung soundbar and subwoofer should do the trick. Add to the cart, boom. Alright, the third item we need is to make this TV pop with some LED backlights. Govee makes some of the world's best LED TV backlights. We're going to need enough lights for an 80-inch TV. Add to the cart, shazam. Alrighty, the fourth item we need is a comfortable, stylish looking, and functional place to sit and watch our movies. This row of 3 home theater recliners from Weilianda will do the trick. These 3 recliners are fully motorized. Each contain blue LED lights, 2 large cup holders, 2 USB chargers, swivel tables for eating and drinking, plenty of extra storage, and are made entirely of premium leather. And we'll order the gray color. Kaboom! And all these items are under $4,000. Under budget, bam! Once these items arrive at the house, we will have 12 hours to get it all done. Then it's movie time. And make sure to leave some comments down below about our home theater transformation.
A few moments later.
Okay, all 6 items have arrived from Amazon, including the Weilianda recliners. This is the love seat, and the single seat is in the hallway. We also have our Govee TV backlights, and we have our Samsung soundbar. Last but not least, we have our luxurious, massive and heavy floating shelf. We have 6 items in 12 hours. Time starts now. So right out the gate, I noticed that this challenge was going to be very difficult. Having only 12 hours to create an amazing home theater space seems pretty impossible. And just in case you're wondering, I will have no outside help, not even from my camera crew. Oh yeah, I'm the camera crew. Yeah. And my first major roadblock in this challenge was trying to get all 3 recliners out of the boxes, assemble them, and then set them up. And to my surprise, even though the Weilianda recliners are pretty heavy, once you connect the backrest to the base, it's very easy to move around. And one thing to note, each power recliner has its own power connection, so you'll need an extension cord or a power strip. And I want to give a quick thank you to Weilianda for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for high-quality home theater seats that are incredibly comfortable and stylish, and will take your home theater space to the next level, then the Weilianda power recliners are a great choice. And Weilianda has plenty of styles and colors to choose from. And we'll have all of Weilanda's product information listed below, including any discount codes that might be available. And one thing to note, the more recliners you buy, the cheaper they get. So don't get 1, at least get 2 or 3. So at this point in the challenge, I'm about 2 hours in, and I'm starting to panic, because I'm thinking there is no way I can get this done in 12 hours. But lucky for you, I'm no quitter, and the challenge must go on. And at this point in the challenge, I have a whole new respect for furniture movers, because my back is killing me. So now I can slide the home theater recliners into place. I'll have the single seat on the left and the love seat on the right. However, you could also put the single seat on the right and then the love seat on the left. Either way works great. And then you want to plug these in and make sure they work. Alright, let's check it out and see if they work. I do like the blue LED runners and the cup holders. Nice touch. So far so good. It's like being in a theater, but better because it's my home. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's very comfortable. This headrest. There we go. Yeah, like that. And a huge benefit to owning a love seat recliner like this one is having the ability to use both recliners at the same time. It's double the comfort. Yeah. I could watch movies all day and all night. While that sounds like fun, this home theater is not going to build itself. And I've got less than 10 hours. So let's move on to the next item on the list. Okay, now that we have our home theater recliners all set up and a space in the TV, now it's time to install the Govee TV backlights. As far as installations go, this one should be very easy. One of the things I love about Govee lights is the insane amount of customization and the dozens and dozens of scenes available. It's pretty much unlimited. Simply download the Govee app, connect it via Bluetooth to your phone or tablet, and from here you can control the lights and even set up timers. And the price for these lights are around $35. Not bad. I'm going to plug this into the power cord over here. Get that plugged in. Okay, now you can see we're plugged in there. So here is the power outlet for the Govee TV backlights. Here is the spool we have. All right, before we put these up, you want to clean the back of the TV with this wet wipe. So we're going to do that real quick. Make sure all the dust is off of there. It's very important to make sure the back of this TV is clean. The cleaner, the better. And then let the TV dry for about 2 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and start working our way up. Now you can see there's a little part here for the turn. So what we want to do is make sure we have that turn where it should be. We should be right. At this point, you want to follow the TV shape, going up and then to the left. The light strip should be about 1.5 inches away from the edge of the TV. This will give off the best glow effect for your TV. And you may need a chair or a ladder to reach the top of the TV. And once you get these all installed, go ahead and then turn them on. You can use the controller on the TV or your phone app, either way. And they look great. And this took about 1 hour to install. Not bad. But time is ticking away. On to the next item. Alright, this is the Samsung soundbar and subwoofer. This model is the G600C. So at this point in the challenge, I'm feeling a bit more optimistic about the remaining time left on the clock. And that's because setting up the subwoofer and the soundbar should only take about 30 minutes. So first I'll plug the power cord into the subwoofer, and then I'll place it in the corner of the room, and then plug in the power. And then I'll place the soundbar on top of that ugly table, but don't worry, it's only temporary. And then I'll plug in the power and connect to HDMI ARC, because that will provide us with the best sound. And like that, shazam, we're all done. And just a heads up, we are 5 hours in to our 12-hour challenge, which means we have 7 hours to assemble the shelf, mount it, add all the devices, hide all the wires, and get everything set up. And then we can watch a movie. However, if I fail to make this time limit, then I'm sleeping in the doghouse. So enough chit chat, let's get building. All right, we're on to the final stretch. And it's time to take on the most difficult part of this challenge, this massive, heavy, floating shelf. And did I forget to mention, I'm not very good at putting together furniture. But really, what could go wrong? Yeah. So as I begin to empty this box, I quickly realize there's a whole lot of pieces here, way more than I anticipated. One surprising thing about this shelf is that it's made of real wood and not particle board. And that's a huge relief, because particle board sucks. And to my surprise, the instructions weren't too bad. They were almost decent. But the most difficult part of this assembly was screwing in all these lag bolts. And there's a bunch, probably 2 or 3 dozen. And that took forever. And I'm talking over an hour just for the lag bolts. And my time is just ticking away. Tick, tick, tick. And there's even more of these lag bolts on the drawers as well. And one part of the instructions was pretty bad. And that was the assembly of these sliders. And there's a total of 4 of them. And this took almost an hour to figure this out. Once again, I'm not great at building any kind of furniture. It's just not my thing. And these 4 sliders are for the 2 drawers. And this part of the assembly was the easiest part. But that was about it. And then you add the 4 middle pieces that are the rails for the drawers. And that's it. And now it's time to add that top piece It looks really good. Looks like marble. Nice. And this top is secured with all those lag bolts. And once again, this was a huge pain in the butt. And there was probably 25 lag bolts to tighten. Meanwhile, my time is just ticking away. And to make matters worse, I still have to build those 2 drawers. Oh boy. At this point, we have about 3.5 hours left in the challenge. Not looking very good. Luckily, the drawer assembly was pretty easy and straightforward. You build one and then rinse and repeat. And once again, the hardest part of this assembly was the rails. And for this part, the instructions weren't very good. They were kind of vague. So it was kind of trial and error. But I figured it out. And then lastly, we'll slide the drawers right into the shelf, and then we're all done. Bam. Unbelievable. This shelf took me 4 hours to put together, and I'm still not done. I've got to add these little stickers to all the holes right here. There's a bunch of them. And I've still got to mount it. So that's going to take some time. And I've got less than 2 hours. And then I have to run the wires, and then I have to put all our devices in here and get it set up. So 12 hours, not looking very good, but we'll see what happens. But it looks really good though. These shelves are nice. They're kind of shallow, but they do hold some stuff, maybe some DVDs, Blu-rays. Very smooth. This wood is high quality. It's not particle board, it's actual wood. So, all right, now I'm gonna have to get this thing installed. It's gonna be lower than this. I'm gonna put it probably right here. So it's gonna be about right there. So, but yeah, 4 freaking hours. Unbelievable. All right, let's get installed. So in order to mount this shelf to the wall, I'm going to use drywall anchors. And each drywall anchor can hold up to 175 pounds, which is plenty. And I'm using 4. I think this shelf weighs about 100 pounds, maybe. So all I have to do is mark the hole locations with a pencil and then screw in the drywall anchors. And then attach the floating shelf with the screws. Should be pretty easy, hopefully. And the reason why I have to use drywall anchors is that there are no studs behind these hole locations. So now I can remove the shelf from the chairs, and then I can insert all 4 drywall anchors into the hole locations. I found it easier to start a pilot hole first using a small drill bit, and then you can screw in these drywall anchors. And like I said before, 175 pound wall anchors is way more than I'll ever need. But it's better to be safe than sorry, because this shelf ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. Hopefully. So now I can put the shelf back up on the chairs and then line the holes up. And once they're lined up, I can then attach all 4 screws to the wall anchors. And these bolts went in nice and easy, and are very tight. And you can see we're level also. Perfect. Now it's time to run all the wires and get everything set up. I'm going to fast forward through all this because it's kind of boring and tedious. And unfortunately, we did fail the Amazon 12-hour challenge. I ran out of time at the end, and I'm still setting up the shelf as you can see. I still have to run the wires and get everything set up. Probably at least 1 more hour. But regardless, it's going to look great. So really, it wasn't a total failure. The floating shelf looks amazing. It's not too small and it's not too big. It's just right. And the TV backlights look great as well. And the Samsung soundbar took my Sony TV to a whole different level. But the biggest change for this home theater room are these 3 Weilianda recliners. These power recliners are amazing, comfortable, stylish, and very functional. If you make any change to your home theater setup, you need to buy these recliners. They'll make a huge difference. And you can see our setup looks amazing. And of course my wife loves it. But unfortunately tonight, I'm sleeping in the doghouse. And remember, all these home theater product links will be listed below. Thanks for watching. Peace.